Good morning, hockey fans. Getting set here to bring you game 2 of the New Brunswick U15 Major Jamboree action from the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. Tight quarters here at the W.C. O'Neill Arena. Not a great vantage point for our camera. Like last night, we'll do our best to bring you the action. Won't be bad here in front of us, but that far end will be difficult for you to see. I'll try and describe the action to you as best I can. So first up today, getting the start in goal here in front of us for the Northern Moose. Call up from the U15 minor Moose, number 30, Alexi Noel. Noel, no stranger to big hockey games. He's played a lot of big games over the last few years. Down in the far end, Ty Yerksa in goal for the Blues. And we're just about set for puck drop, and the Moose send out Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, and Mo Landry up front. Face-off controlled by the Moose. Loic Landry. He bumps it across to Sis. Sis throws it to Landry. Landry up the wing to Stewart. Stewart chips it ahead for Felix Hashi. Hashi can't handle that. Hashi in on the forecheck. Up the wall. That's Goodine. Goodine rims it around behind his own net. He's bumped there by Landry and sent to the ice. Josh Stewart. Hard to see that far corner. And here's Sisk now. Sisk spins away from the forecheck of Goodine. Sisk up that left side. Sisk still has it on his stick. Kicks it up to himself. Cuts through to the slot. Fires. That's laying in the crease area. And Driscoll couldn't bang that in from that short side. Cross-ice pass. Ends up on the stick of Sisk. Sisk snaps it toward Yerksa. And the Blues will send it to the length of the ice. Noel there to set it up. Sisk had to hurry as he was under pressure there from Budding. Noel stops that and sets it up at the right side for Sisk. Sisk been out here on a long shift. Sisk up the wall. Vanderbilt bangs it all the way back in behind his own net. And it's picked up by Loic Landry. Loic Landry now. Landry high off the glass. Doesn't leave the Moose territory. Back here in front of us now, Loic Landry will try again. Landry now going to skate it out of his own zone. Landry through the neutral zone, floats off his stick, ends up on the stick of Matthew Driscoll. Driscoll sets it up. Travis skates past the drop pass. And away come the Blues. Good back check there by Manderville as he knocked that off the stick of Larson. Puck bounces out into the neutral zone. Blues now, here's Yerksa for the Blues. Yerksa tries to put it through the feet of Alexi Stewart. Stewart pushes him to the corner. Here's Jesse Travis now over on the far wall. Travis bumped there by Holohan. Bit of a size mismatch there. Holohan sent Travis into the boards. Here's Travis now. Travis. He's got J.P. McCormick with him. Travis tried to slip that past Gabe Walker, and Walker knocked that off the stick of Travis. Moose making changes. Here's McCormick. McCormick headmans that for for Matisse LeBlanc, correction. Now it's on the stick of LeBlanc down in the far end. LeBlanc puts on the brakes. LeBlanc still battling along the wall down there. But away come the Blues. Blues heading up here towards us. Trask steps up and knocks that off the stick of Ferdinand. Ferdinand tries to walk in through the slot. That's knocked off his stick at the blue line. Leclerc circling here behind goalie Noel. Looks up ice. Outlet pass there for LeBlanc. LeBlanc chips it. Does get it into the neutral zone. Away comes LeBlanc and McCormick. McCormick now. McCormick run out of room along the far wall by Porter. And here come the Blues now. That's Liam Bowles. Bowles had the puck knocked off his stick. Fired. Big save there by Noel. Got a stick on that one. Hashi bumped along that far side. Fired. Big save there by Noel. Noel kicks that one away. That was Walker who had stepped in and snapped one that Noel had to be sharp on to turn that away. Josh Stewart now sets it up for Loic Landry. Loic Landry, he chips it ahead out of the reach of Felix Hashi. And away come the Blues through the neutral zone. Biding throws it in behind. And it ends up now on the stick of Hashi. Hashi just throws it into Blues territory. Yerxa in to set that up behind the net. Loic Landry shovels it ahead. Here's Josh Stewart now. He's in pursuit. He can't catch up with the puck. Sisk at the red line throws it back into Blues territory. And away come the Blues. Travis got a piece of that one in the neutral zone. Yerxa backhands it off the wall. It ends up on the stick of Sisk. Sisk headmans that now on the stick of Travis. Travis sets it up there for Carroll. Carroll looks up ice, finds Driscoll. Driscoll tried to one-touch that to Mandeville. That didn't connect. That comes out of the blue line, so the Moose will have to tag up. Here's Yerxa now. Yerxa puts on the brakes at the blue line, waiting for reinforcements as the Blues are changing. Big hit there along the wall. Vanderbilt sent his man Buchanan into the boards. Travis tried to one-touch that, but the puck bounced away from Matthew Driscoll. Battle along the far wall. And Ferdinand walks away with it. Here's Ferdinand in the slot. Good play there by Driscoll to turn him away. Vanderbilt flips it in, and in go the Moose in pursuit. Here comes Ferdinand with speed now. Ferdinand tries to get to the outside, fires. Noel, good position there to turn that one away. Behind the net, it's picked up by Driscoll. Driscoll banks it ahead for Travis. Travis turns it over at the blue line. Now on the stick of Ferdinand, but good play by Godfrey to step up and knock that off the stick of Ferdinand. Ferdinand on his backhand, dumps it in to the corner and heads off on a change. Godfrey, outlet pass for Driscoll. Driscoll sets it up here now for Trask. Trask goes to his partner Godfrey. Godfrey looks up ice. Nice pass there, hits Driscoll. Driscoll just chips it so he can head off on a change. Little back pass there now. Here come the Blues. Nice play by Godfrey to get a stick on that one and break that up at the blue line. Trask lets the Moose regroup. Godfrey banks it off the wall to Mathis LeBlanc on the far side. Mathis LeBlanc, puck stripped off his stick along the half wall, and the Blues will get it out into the neutral zone. Nice play by Trask to step up and close the gap and send the Blues retreating into their own zone. Cross ice pass, that jumps over everybody's stick. That'll go for an icing. Seven minutes and 59 seconds left to play in the opening period here at the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. We're here for a weekend of jamboree action. Games are condensed somewhat with 15-minute periods only. We'll have a flood after the first period of today's game. We're flooding every second period here in the event. Face-off. Control there. That's Yerxa spinning around his own net. Yerxa throws it across ice. That doesn't connect with Biding. Biding in pursuit on the forecheck. Carroll steps away from him, and out comes Alexi Stewart. That was Mo Landry. Chipped it ahead for Felix Hashi. Hashi stripped of the puck at the blue line. Banked in around behind the Blues goal, and Yerxa breaks up that far side. Here comes Yerxa now. Yerxa run out of space there by Carroll. Nice play there by Carroll to pin him along the wall. Here's Josh Stewart now. Josh Stewart up that left side, banks it out into the neutral zone. Josh Stewart still has it on his stick. Stewart now through the slot, fires, fans on it, ends up on the stick of Hashi. Hashi backhander just missed the far post. Alexi Stewart banks it in. And upstream now comes, that's Holohan on the far side. Holohan has no one with him though, as the Blues are changing. Holohan, that's Walker, correction. Walker sets it up there. That's Larson now looking backhand. Noel lets that one drift through the crease here. Ferdinand takes possession. Ferdinand up the wall, and Josh Stewart chips it cross ice, puts it on the stick of Travis. Travis now circles back, sets it up for Sisk as the Moose get a change in. Sisk clearing attempt intercepted by Ferdinand. Ferdinand puts that to Larson. Larson puts it behind his body, and he's knocked off the puck. Ferdinand goes cross ice. Score. Looked like Holohan might have got a piece of that in the top of the blue paint. That will put the Blues up 1-0 here as Holohan leading the way. So I do believe that was deflected right in front of goalie Noel. Stakes the Blues out to a 1-0 lead here in St. Andrews on the Saturday morning action. Moose coming off a 3-2 loss last night in overtime to the Northwest Bulls, as they had battled back from a 2-0 deficit, only to see the Bulls pull out the victory in overtime. Whistle down on that far end. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left in the opening period. Fredericton Blues with a 1-0 lead over the U15 Major Moose. LeWick LeClaire out to take the draw to the blocker side of goalie Yerkes at the far end. Face-off, quick shot off the draw. LeBlanc's shot, that's blocked however. LeBlanc sends his man to the ice in behind the Blues goal. Trask sidesteps the forecheck of Goodine. LeBlanc knocks it down at the blue line, sends it in behind the Blues net. Moose in on the forecheck. JP McCormick first to it, cycles it in behind the Blues goal. LeBlanc bumps his man. McCormick now tried to throw it into the slot, back it into the back of the net. LeBlanc battling over there. Now he gets help from his teammate LeClaire. McCormick bumps his man behind the net. That was Porter. And up comes, that's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick tries to throw it in. Godfrey, he has LeBlanc over that far side. LeBlanc got his feet all twisted. I believe LeBlanc's tired, looking for a change. And fresh troops on the ice. McCormick first to the puck along the half wall. Cycles it down into that corner. And the Blues now look upstream. Back in pursuit here is Godfrey. Godfrey's under pressure. Spins and fires it off the half wall. Ends up on the stick of Yerksa. That's intercepted in the skates of Josh Stewart. He kicked it out to the blue line. Ends up on the stick of Collins. Collins here in front of us. Lets it go behind the net. Ends up on the stick of Yerksa. Yerksa cycles it back to Biding. Biding works his way up the half wall. He's stripped of the puck by Hashi. Hashi banks it off the wall. Ends up on his own stick. Cross ice, tried to hit Josh Stewart coming down that left side, but couldn't get much on it as the puck was rolling. And Yerksa intercepted the crossing attempt and will hold on for a face-off that will come to the glove side of goalie Yerksa. Correction, they're going to do that at the blocker side here. Hashi wins it clean back to Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart goes D to Carroll. Snaps one. Yerksa steers it to the corner. Mo Landry picks it up. Mo Landry sets it up for Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart. Whistle there. I believe the Blues. That's Liam Bowles headed to the box. So we're going to see the Moose go to the power play here with 4:16 left in the opening period. Blues out to a 1-0 lead here in St. Andrews. Just waiting to see what was up on the clock, whether it was 4 or 2. I didn't see the referee's signal. It is 2 minutes. 2 minutes to Liam Bowles. Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry up front. Rimmed around and into the netting up in the far corner. So we'll do it again with a face-off to the glove side of goalie Yerksa. Tight ice surface here in St. Andrews. Having said that, all kinds of room in behind both nets. Almost Olympic size in behind there. Here's Josh Stewart now. Stewart tries to snap it to Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart, high slot. Carroll, low shot. Scores! Ethan Carroll. Looked like Yerksa got a piece of the first shot, and it ended up ricocheting into the back of the net. Nice passing play there by the Moose on the power play as they worked it out to the high slot, and Carroll fired a good hard low shot along the ice that found its way into the back of the net. So the Moose strike on the power play, square things up here at 1 with, that didn't take long as there's now, looks like 4, again hard to see the clock from my vantage point, 4:09 left in the opening period. Right in front of us here, Loic Landry's bumped by Holohan. Ferdinand walks out. Ferdinand stripped of the puck there by Travis. Doesn't leave Moose territory, however. And now Manderville. Manderville will get it out into the neutral zone. Here's Travis. Travis sets it up for Landry. Loic Landry goes to his partner, Sis. Sis all the way across ice to Travis. No offside there. It was close on that far side. Here's Sisk, floats one toward goalie Yerksa, and he holds on, and we'll get a face-off. Looks like they'll do it to the glove side of Yerksa. Matthew Driscoll will take the draw for the Moose. He has Travis and Manderville on his wings. Sisk and Landry man on the blue line. Face-off. And it is controlled by the Blues, I believe, along that far side. Battle along the wall, though. Ends up now reversed. That's Jack White. White. He sets it up. That's Walker now, I think. Sends it up the far side. Goodine is bumped there by Driscoll. Manderville throws it here onto the empty side of the ice, but the Blues pick it up and head up ice. Back to gather up for the Blues is Liam Bowles. Liam Bowles reverses it. And looks like Ferdinand heads up ice. Correction, that was McDonald. Noel out to set it up. Trask bumps it ahead for Godfrey. Godfrey now trying to get away from the forecheck of Collins. He does. He skates it to the red line and tried to flip it in, but didn't get much on it, and it's intercepted at the blue line, and away come the Blues. Here's Yerksa now. Yerksa puts on the brakes, spins away from the check of Trask. Good play there by LeClaire to strip it and reverse away from Biding. Here's LeClaire now. LeClaire bumps it over here to Godfrey. Godfrey throws it up the wall. J.P. McCormick battling there to try and get that out. Blues maintain possession. Yerksa on his backhand. Banks it off towards around LeClaire. Yerksa looking. Tried to feed it back to Bowles at the point, but that's intercepted, and away comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts on the brakes. LeBlanc tried to throw it cross ice to McCormick. That's blocked by Walker. Here's Collins now. Collins throws it into the near corner. Trask and Collins come together here in the corner. LeClaire shovels it here for Godfrey. Godfrey maneuvers away from the forecheck of Ferdinand, floats it in, and heads off on a change. Alexi Stewart tried to bang that off the boards and get it into Blues territory. Ends up in the Blues bench, and that'll bring a face-off just outside the Moose blue line. Minute and 18 seconds left to play in the opening period. Teams deadlocked at 1 here in St. Andrews. Sis flips it high in the air. Blues take possession though. Fired. Noel kicks out the pad, knocks that one down. Ferdinand now. Ferdinand walks around the top of the circle. Ferdinand floats one. That's deflected dangerously by Porter in the slot area. Sisk and Landry try to chip it ahead. It ends up out in the neutral zone. We are into the final minute of play. 41 seconds left here in the opening period. Josh Stewart takes possession. Stewart hits Hashi. Hashi fires. Ferdinand got a stick in there, so Hashi didn't get much on that shot. Sisk bangs it towards Yerksa. Yerksa steers it to the corner. Puck in the neutral zone here, 20 seconds. And that will go for an icing call. 19 seconds left in the opening period. Moose and the Blues deadlocked at 1 here at the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. Yerxa to take the draw here against Matthew Driscoll. Driscoll. Big face-off. Walker fired, scores! Face-off, one clean back to the Blues at the point. Shot deflected out in the slot area and ended up in the top corner of the net. All kinds of traffic in front of Noel, as I'm sure he wasn't able to see that one. That is a tough goal to give up here in the final 16 seconds of the period. So now the Moose find themselves down by a goal. That shows the importance of face-offs, as the Moose often struggle on the draw. Travis sent to the ice at the red line. Shot fired and deflected up into the steel beam. And we will be having a flood here after the first period of this game. As I said earlier, only 15-minute periods, and they are flooding after every second period. So teams will head to the dressing room for a break. Moose find themselves down here by a goal, 2-1, as the Blues scored a late one. After a clean face-off win back to the point, Walker fired a shot through a bunch of traffic that deflected up into that top corner. Both goals here in the first period have been deflections on point shots. So as the teams head off, we will step away here for about 15 minutes to allow the Zamboni to get a fresh flood on the ice. And we will be back with Moose hockey action in about 15 minutes. Both teams back out onto the ice here, just about set for puck drop on periods 2 and 3. These 15-minute periods here this Jamboree weekend. So the Moose will have 30 minutes to climb back into a lead here and then hopefully pull ahead here of the Blues. These two teams met last weekend in split games as the Moose took the opening game 5-0 and then the Blues rebounded the next day for a 5-4 victory. All right, face-off controlled by Hashi. Ferdinand bangs it in behind the Moose net down in the far end. And away comes Felix Hashi. Hashi now with speed. He's got McDonald trying to get a step on McDonald. Tried to center it as Mo Landry was streaking down through the slot. Landry stripped to the puck. Hashi, here's Josh Stewart. Tried to intercept that clearing attempt. Puck thrown into Moose territory. Hollahan sends it back here. And the Blues were changing. That's Collins out to pick it up. McDonald now tried to get it in. It's in the skates of Mo Landry. Landry tried to get it to Hashi. Hollahan flips it ahead for Walker. Puck jumps up over the boards and ends up in the Blues bench. And that'll bring a face-off outside the Blues blue line. 14 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second period. Blues with a 2-1 lead over the U15 Northern Moose. Matthew Driscoll to take the draw. Face-off. That's controlled there by the Blues. They roll it in toward goalie Noel. He steers it to the corner for Alexi Stewart. Puck doesn't leave Moose territory, though. Now it does end up in the neutral zone. Yerxa in hard on the forecheck. He bumps his man. That was Manderville. He knocked off the puck. Stewart bumps it ahead. And here comes Manderville now. Manderville tries to jump through the neutral zone. And the puck's knocked off his stick by Biding. Yerxa stood up there by Carroll. Back to pick it up is Matthew Driscoll. Driscoll hammers it off the glass down into Blues territory. And that will go for an icing. I believe Driscoll was looking for a change, so he was happy to take the icing and get some fresh troops out there for the Moose. Face-off to come to the blocker side of goalie Alexi Noel. Controlled. Walker fires one. Noel scoops that up with the glove and holds on. We'll do it again to the blocker side of Noel. Face-off, battle along the half wall, down here, tight to that left side. Walker, he walks the line. Noel steers it to the corner. First to it is McCormick. McCormick, hard in on the pinch, was defenseman Jack White. White knifed it, and it ended up into the netting. So that'll bring a face-off, this time to the glove side of Noel. LeClaire set to face off here, and it's controlled, and away comes Mathis LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts on the brakes. Walker closes the gap on him. Yerxa steers that in behind his net. Here's Walker now. Walker. Porter. Godfrey can't find an option, so he banks it off the boards, and it ends up down in Blues territory, and that'll go for an icing call. Face-off back now in Moose territory. Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry up front. Loic, Landry, Hudson Sisk man the blue line. Hashi to take the draw. Linesman lost control of the puck and has to do it over again here. Face-off. Hashi flips it back to Loic Landry. Hudson Sisk now. Sisk tried to float it ahead to Hashey. Now Hashey's got it. He's got Stewart. Head man to Stewart. Stewart out wide on that left side. Stewart sets it up, fires. Hashey kicked away by Yerxa. Yerxa had to be sharp there as Hashey fired a good low, hard shot. That's banked. Good play by Noel to stop that from entering out into the slot areas. He sent it in behind him. Hashey now. Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart works his way down. That's Liam Bowles. Bumped that ahead. Fired. Noel kicks that away. That's Ferdinand. Rimmed around here. Stewart banks it in behind his net. And here comes, I think that's Loic Landry. He gets it to Hashey. Backhand. Yerxa steers away. Hashey now. Hashey, slot area. Fired. Stewart shot turned away by Yerxa. Yerxa clearing attempt just out of the reach of Collins. Sisk picks that up. Yerxa with a couple of big saves there off Hashey and Stewart. Dax Yerxa now dancing through the neutral zone. Yerxa looks to get outside of Sisk, puts on the brakes, spins back, throws it back for Walker. Walker's point shot, that's intercepted there by Sisk. Sisk now still has it, flips it cross ice on the stick of Manderville. Manderville drop pass for Driscoll. Driscoll can't pull the trigger. Is correct, sorry. Driscoll bumps his man. Carroll now. Carroll, one of the goal scorers here. Carroll fires. Turned away by Yerxa. Reed Collins now. Collins. That's Biding, just getting a stick on it as the Blues will change. Back to retreat is Alexi Stewart. Alexi Stewart, his outlet pass for Manderville is out of his reach, and the Blues send it back into Moose territory. Blues are offside. Here comes Jesse Travis. Jesse Travis headed right towards us, throws it into the near corner here in front of us, and in pursuit is Travis. Up that wall is Manderville. Manderville bumps his man, fired. Yerxa steers that here to the half wall. Goodine now. Goodine. He spins away from the check and leaves it there for Porter. Alexi Stewart out here. Here comes Driscoll. Driscoll and the linesman get tangled up on the far side. Blues bring it back into Moose territory, and Driscoll's going to go off on a trip as his stick got into the skates of Kirkpatrick. That'll send the Blues on the power play now with 9:38 to play in the second period. Blues with a 2-1 lead and now heading on the power play. Out to kill up front for the Moose, Mathis LeBlanc and Loic Leclerc. Godfrey and Trask and the blue line. Godfrey can't get it out. Can't get enough on that. Fired. Blocker save by Noel. Steers it to the corner. Here's Ferdinand now. Ferdinand bumps to Walker. Walker back to Ferdinand. Ferdinand walks in, fires. That's wide of the target. Banks off the glass and out. Godfrey can't get enough on it to get it out again. Held in there by the Blues. Ferdinand back to Walker. Walker snaps one. That's deflected up over the top of the Moose goal. Blues still hold that line. Here's Walker now. Walker. Fire, cross ice. And here comes the Blue. Here comes the Moose. It's Loic Leclerc. Leclerc. He's being chased down. Leclerc. Puck knocked off his stick by the hard back check of Walker as Leclerc can't get a shot off. Moose will get it out into the neutral zone. Sidestepping a check is Mo Landry. Loic Leclerc circling back. Tried to find a lane, but put it right on the stick of Porter. Porter's shot is gathered up by Noel and held on as Leclerc needed a change. He's gasping for air out there on a long shift. We've got Felix Hashey and Mo Landry up front. Sisk and Loic Landry on the blue line. Face-off controlled by the Moose, and Hashy tried to bang it out, but it was held in there at the line. Fired, low, hard shot. Noel kicked the leg out. Puck ends up in the neutral zone. Hashy, hard on White. Here's White now. White floats it up ahead for Collins. Collins met at the blue line there by Loic Landry. Hudson Sisk now. He tried to backhand it, can't get it out of Moose territory. Loic Landry will rim it all the way around here to the near side. Held in there low by McDonald. Blues still with possession. The penalty just about to expire. Ends up on the stick now of White. White's fired, but Noel steers that to the corner. Noel knocks that one behind his own goal. Here's Driscoll now out of the box. Team's back to even strength. Loic Landry, nifty little play to get away from the forecheck. Now he's got a bit of time and space. Has to circle though and cycle it to his partner Sisk. Sisk spins away from the forecheck of Yerxa. Moose trying to head upstream, can't find a passing lane here. Landry to Driscoll. Driscoll now. Driscoll gets it ahead, out of the reach of Felix Hashy. And Driscoll will head off on the change, and Josh Stewart will come out. No correction, they're sending the line of Driscoll, Vanderbilt, and Travis up front. Looks like 7 minutes and 9 seconds left to play here in the second period. Blues with a 2-1 lead over the Northern Moose. Vanderbilt's got a chance here. He's being chased down by 4 Blues. Vanderbilt slides it across, stick Travis. Nice save there by Yerxa. Nice play by Vanderbilt. Slid it onto the stick of Travis. Travis's low shot was kicked away by Yerxa. Here's Vanderbilt now. Vanderbilt, backhand off the wall. On the stick now, though, of Walker. Walker's shot. Travis gets a stick on that, sends it high into the corner. Bouncing puck, corralled there by Driscoll. Driscoll, headmans, nice one-touch pass there by Travis. Travis tried to shovel it to Vanderbilt. They couldn't connect. Puck fired into Blues territory. Walker back to retrieve it here behind his own net. Walker heads up ice. Forecheck there by Travis. Godfrey steps in from his D spot and pinches on that one. Walker does get it into the neutral zone as Godfrey couldn't knock that down with his glove. Dangerous play there as the Blues were lurking at the blue line area. Here's Trask. Trask tried to snap it through. That's intercepted though by Ferdinand. Ferdinand throws it. That's blocked by Godfrey. Godfrey stripped of the puck there by Ferdinand. Godfrey tries to throw it out. Didn't realize how deep he was and put it into the side of his net. Noel has to gather that in as the Blues are in forechecking hard. And Noel will get a stoppage here so the Moose can get some fresh troops out there. 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second period. Loic LeClaire, J.P. McCormick, and Mathis LeBlanc. Here's McCormick now. McCormick backhands it off the wall into the neutral zone. Loic Landry goes cross ice to Sisk. Sisk spins away from the forecheck of Ferdinand. Sisk headman pass ends up on the stick of the Blues. White hammers that off the boards, and that will go for an icing call as the Moose make a change here. Felix Hashy, Mo Landry, Josh Stewart now up front. Sisk and Loic Landry on the back end. Face-off will come to the glove side of goalie Yerxa. Yerxa's been sharp here in this period. He's turned away the Moose on several good chances. Snapshot there, blocker save. Another shot, that's turned away. Stewart now in battling with McDonald. Collins throws it into the neutral zone. Gobbled up there by Sisk. Sisk now, Sisk. Sidesteps one check. Sisk works his way into the slot. There's going to be a penalty here to the Blues as Sisk was pulled down. Yerxa going to the box on a tripping call. So good chance here for the Moose with 4:36 to play in period number 2. Moose trailing by a goal. Blues with a 2-1 lead. Face-off will come to the blocker side of Yerxa. Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry up front. And Loic Landry and Sisk will stay on the back end. Big face-off here, controlled. Thrown into the slot area. Walker will be first to it, however. And he gets it out into the neutral zone, so Sisk has to regroup. Here comes Hudson Sisk now right toward us. Sisk, he's bumped out of space there by Collins. Moose have to get out onside. Hashi tried to kick that and just skated past it. And here comes Hudson Sisk now away for the Moose. Sisk, he has to spin back. He's under pressure there by Porter. Sisk tries to hit a streaking Stewart. He got a piece of it. Josh Stewart first to it. Stewart bumped along the wall, still has it. I think the Moose were changing as Landry had headed off on a change, so there was nobody at that back point. Here comes Sisk. Sisk dancing through the neutral zone. Sisk, no, nothing yet for a shot. Floats it in behind the goal. It'll end up on the stick of Josh Stewart. Stewart rims it around out in the slot area. Took a funny bounce off the boards and ended up right out beside goalie Yerxa. And the Blues hammer it down into Moose territory. Carroll fanned on that cross-ice pass. Now here's Hashi. Hashi throws it back to the point. Shot fired. Blocked there by Ferdinand. Ferdinand's clearing attempt. Hit his own man Goodine. And Carroll throws it into Moose territory. Bowles throws it cross-ice. Buchanan just throws it into Moose territory. 20 seconds left in the penalty. And away comes Felix Hashi. Hashi stripped of the puck there by Larson. Rimmed around all the way out into the neutral zone, and that comes Holohan. Holohan, he just dumps it into Moose territory, and that's going to do it for the penalty. Excuse me, as Yerxa steps out of the box. Here's Driscoll now. Driscoll can't handle the pass. Tried to backhand it for Manderville, and away come the Blues. 3 Blues across the center ice area. And just ahead of the play over on that right side was Ollie Larson, as he just got in a step ahead of Yerxa. That'll bring a face-off outside the Moose blue line. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the second period. Blues with a 2-1 lead here at the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews. Face-off. Controlled by the Blues. Here comes Holohan. Holohan drifts to the corner, spins away, throws it back to Walker. Walker's shot scooped up there by goalie Noel. Noel has looked sharp here this afternoon. Both goalies have been playing very well. There's been 3 goals scored. All 3 have been the result of deflections. So as is the case in most games in this league, teams are going to have to work hard if they're going to get a goal. Ferdinand walks out. Shot knocked down there by Noel. Ferdinand fired one from a sharp angle as he stripped Godfrey of the puck and gave himself a good scoring opportunity. 5 fresh bodies headed out here for the Moose. Loic Leclerc to take the draw against Ferdinand. Face off this time ends up right in the slot area. Here's Holohan fired. That ended up wide of the target. Sisk floats it up that wing. Loic Landry now back. Landry cycles it there for Sisk. Sisk got some room. Sisk steps away from Biding. Here comes Hudson Sisk right toward us. Sisk fires. Blocker save there by Yerxa. He sends it out the far side, and away come the Blues. Good play by Loic Landry to get a piece of that, or the Blues would have been away. Here's Walker now. Walker steps aside of LeBlanc. Walker, drop pass. That's blocked by LeBlanc and sent to the corner. Ferdinand walks out, backhand. Another nice save there by Noel. Beauty save by Alexi Noel as he came across with that left leg as the open net looked like it was a sure goal. And Noel came out of nowhere with the leg and knocked that one to the corner. Another save, Noel, as that was biting with a good opportunity. Puck in that far corner. Moose under a lot of pressure here in the last couple of minutes. Turnover down in the far corner as the Moose have been scrambling in their own end here for the last 2 minutes. And like the first period, the Moose give up a goal in the final minute of the period as the puck was thrown out into the slot area to a wide open, I believe it might have been Collins, and he was all alone in the slot area and fired it past Noel. Here's McDonald. That's intercepted at the blue line by Godfrey. He floats it towards Yerxa. Yerxa kicks out the leg, stops it there for McDonald. Here comes McDonald. We're into the final seconds of period number 2. Moose find themselves down 3-1 here to the Fredericton Blues. Blues cycle it down there. Here's Collins. And the horn will go. That will end the second period, so there'll be no flood as teams had a break after the first 15-minute period. Moose find themselves in a hole here, down a pair with 15 minutes to play at the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews, New Brunswick. That final 5 minutes, the Moose found themselves under a lot of pressure from the Blues. A lot of the play down in that far end as the Moose could not find a way to get themselves out of their own end. And you can only play that run-around defensive game in your own zone so long before you're going to get burned. And that's exactly what happened to the Moose as they succumbed to the pressure of the Blues, and one of the Blues players found themselves wide open in the slot area for that third goal of the Moose. Goalie Noel having to repair. Something with his gear. He's throwing back on the shoulder pads here at the bench area. Noel has played well here this morning for the Moose. Call up from the U15 minor Moose. Looks like he's got everything back in order. Here comes Alexi Noel back to his crease. That'll bring a face-off here to start the third period. Moose need to get something quickly here. Found themselves in a similar position last night to the Northwest Bulls. Shot doesn't make its way through to... Here's Lewick Landry now. Lewick Landry to Mo Landry. Landry tried to hit Felix Hashi. Hashi ahead to Josh Stewart. Josh Stewart sets it up for Mo Landry. Mo Landry gains the blue line, cuts to the slot. Landry fires, scores! There is what the doctor ordered, a quick one for the Moose. So the period's just 30 seconds old, 14:29 left to play in the third period of the Moose. Get one back. Now trailing the Blues by a score of 3-2. As Landry danced his way into the top of the slot area and fired one high over the glove of goalie Yerxa. And the Moose letting the Blues know that this game is not over yet. Lots of time left to play. Travis tried to chip that to Driscoll. It didn't connect. Here is Sisk now. Sisk flips it high, too high, as it goes up into the rafters and off the steel beam. That'll bring the face-off all the way down into Moose territory. Face-off will come to the blocker side of goalie Noel. Driscoll will face off here against Ferdinand. Driscoll, Travis, and Vanderbilt. Shot up over the crossbar, off the glass, and Vanderbilt chips it out into the neutral zone safely. Jesse Travis first in on the forecheck. Jack White now. That was offside, I believe, over on the far side. I'm not sure what happened. So must have hit something out of play or something, because the face-off's coming down into Blues territory. Big face-off here. Now Driscoll will see if he can win this one and get the Moose a scoring chance. Face-off. Tied up there is Driscoll, and away come the Blues. That's Buchanan. Buchanan puts on the brakes. Driscoll backhands it. Ends up on the stick of White. That's just up over the glove of Noel. Chip, bouncing puck, fired, scores! Bouncing puck, bounced over the stick of, not sure who it was in the slot area there for the Moose. Puck took a fortunate bounce for the Blues, bounced over the stick, and laid flat for the Blues, and they fired it past Noel on the short side. And the Blues once again regain that 2-goal cushion with 12:15 to play in the third period here. So the Blues out to a 4-2 lead. There's Biding, circling, looking for right in the slot one time. And Yerksa's shot ends up wide of the target. Here's Walker stepping in from his D spot. Here's Yerksa now. Yerksa fired. Good hard shot. That's deflected there by, it looked like LeClaire got a piece of it and sent it to the corner. LeBlanc, he stopped there at the red line. LeClaire cleans it up after him. Puck rolls in behind goalie Ty Yerksa, picked up by his brother Dax Yerksa. Walker puts it right on the stick of LeBlanc. Walker tried to throw one behind his back. That was ill-advised, as it ended up right on the stick of Mathis LeBlanc. And LeBlanc's shot is gobbled up, though, by Yerksa. Moose will make a change. Out comes Felix Hashi, Josh Stewart, Mo Landry, Alexi Stewart, and Ethan Carroll man the blue line. .12:40 left in the third period of play. Carroll now. Carroll, puck chip past him. Carroll's got to retreat quickly. Alexi Stewart now back. Stewart rims it around to Josh Stewart. He tries to chip it out. Here comes Stewart. Stewart backhand, puts it right on the stick of Hashi. Hashi's in all alone. Hashi shoots. Puck laying in the crease area. Looked like Hashi would have fanned on that, as he didn't get much on his shot. Cross ice, tried to hit Hashi. That was Carroll. Josh Stewart's shot is turned away and deflected into the corner. Alexi Stewart now to Ethan Carroll. Ethan Carroll, he hits Felix Hashi. Hashi fires, scores! Hashi fired one from just over the blue line. Good hard shot up into that top corner, up over the blocker side of goalie Yerksa. So the Moose, with looks like 12 minutes exactly showing on the clock, cut it to a 1-goal lead once again. Blues holding on to a 4-3 lead. 12 minutes to play in the third period. All kinds of scoring here early in this period. And Noel out to stop that for his defenseman, Sisk. Sisk has to retreat to Landry. Landry, nice play there to hit Driscoll, cutting up through the slot area. And now the Moose in hard on the forecheck. First to it is Driscoll. Driscoll sets it up for Travis. Travis tried to throw it into the slot area to Manderville. That's intercepted though, and away come the Blues. That was Larson. Tried to put it through the skates of Landry. He wasn't having any part of that. Back to pick it up is Holohan. Holohan now. Holohan will chip it out past Sisk, and that will go the length of the ice for an icing call. 11 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the third period. Moose trailing by a goal. Blues with a 4-3 advantage. Felix Hashi back out there to take the draw. Hashi wins it clean. On the stick of Landry. Trask can't get a shot off as he was under pressure by Biding. Here's Felix Hashi. Hashi tried to get it in the slot area to Landry, but that's turned away. Here's Hashi again. Hashi now puts on the brakes, looking. Hashi, cross ice. Right in the slot. Landry fanned on it. Laying in the crease area. Moose trying to get a backhander. Stewart's backhand misses the target. Here's Hashi. Hashi fired. Low shot. Turned away by Yerksa. Hashi walks out. Cross ice. Nice save there by Yerksa as Godfrey snuck in from his defensive spot and got a good scoring chance. Trask fires one right at Yerksa. Bounces off of him to Walker. Walker off the glass and out as the Blues are under all kinds of pressure. Good shift there by the Moose as they had some great scoring chances. .10:19 to play in the third period. Blues with a one-goal edge here with a 4-3 lead over the Northern Moose. LeClaire. Face-off is controlled, however, ends up in the neutral zone. And Carroll now. Carroll, little chip pass there for Mathis LeBlanc. Just out of his reach, though, and the Blues are back to retrieve. That's McDonald, outlet there to Goodine. McCormick battling at the blue line to try and keep that in. Alexi Stewart throws across ice. LeBlanc banks it just out of his reach. McDonald now back under pressure. McDonald still has it on his stick. McDonald's got speed now. That's thrown here right in front of us. McDonald still circling. McDonald waiting for reinforcements. Point shot turned away by the blocker of Noel. Carroll cycles it in behind the net here. That's LeWick LeClaire. Right out in the slot. Noel turns it away and has to hold on as that was Ferdinand with a great scoring chance there right at the hash marks. And Noel makes a big save and turns that away and holds on. 9:24 to play in the third period. Blues with a 4-3 lead here over the Northern Moose. Driscoll out to take the draw against Ferdinand. Face-off controlled by the Blues. Manderville, though, jumps the pass. And Manderville with some speed. Way he goes down into that far end. Manderville first to it, loses his footing. Slides into the boards. Blues take possession. This is Holohan now down that right side. Holohan out wide, puts on the brakes. He's stripped of the puck though by Travis. Can't get it out of their zone. LeWick Landry now. Landry puts on the brakes, got some time, throws it to Sisk, bounces over his stick. And Holohan manages to strip the puck. However, it floats out into the neutral zone and the Blues have to regroup. Here's Holohan, gets a stick on it, no icing. So Sisk under pressure from Ferdinand. Sisk heads it up. One touch pass from Travis to Manderville. Manderville sidesteps one check. Manderville puts on the brakes, flips it back to Sisk. Sisk goes cross ice. Low shot there by Landry. That's floated towards Yerksa. And up ice come the Blues. That's Buchanan. Puck knocked off knocked off his stick at the blue line by Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt bumps his man Goodine. Buchanan looking. Sisk now. Banks it off the wall and heads off on a change. That was White on the far side. He was ran out of real estate there. Back pass up the wall here to Josh Stewart. Stewart tried to get it away from Kirkpatrick. Puck ends up over the glass right in front of us here. Blues take possession. Here's Walker. Walker rims it around behind the net to Yerxa. Yerxa banked away from him by Godfrey. Godfrey, there's another one for the seats. And that'll bring a face-off now to the neutral zone area as Hashi to take the draw. Won by the Blues. Noel, that shot from well outside. Noel gloves that and holds on. Face-off will come to his blocker side. Hashi against Yerxa. Hashi wins it. Trask backhands it around here to Godfrey. Godfrey looks up ice. That's out of the reach of Hashi. That will go for an icing as that head-manning attempt by Godfrey just slightly out of the reach of Hashi as he had some speed. And that'll bring the face-off back here in front of us to the glove side of Noel. Moose changing up their blue line pairing. Carroll and Alexi Stewart out there. Hashi to take the draw again here right in front of us against Yerxa. Hashi wins it again. Ends up in the skates of the linesman though, and Yerxa takes possession. Yerxa circling. Throws it back to the point to Walker. Walker shot blocked up over the shoulder as Alexi Stewart got a piece of that. Josh Stewart now can't get it out of their zone. Here comes Alexi Stewart. Nice back pass there to Mo Landry. Mo Landry spins away from the check of Biding. Puck thrown up the wall. Biding sent to the ice. Josh Stewart takes possession. Stewart fans on it. Back pass in behind. And through the neutral zone come the Blues. Carroll now. Carroll under pressure by Collins. And that's going to be a slashing call to Carroll as he knocked the stick out of the hands of Collins. .6:07 left to play in the third period. Moose trailing 4-3 to the Fredericton Blues here, and the Blues headed on the power play. Big penalty kill coming up here for the Moose. Loic Leclaire, Mathis LeBlanc, Hudson Sisk, and Loic Landry. Here's Buchanan. Snap! That's wide of goalie Noel. Banks out all the way to the far side to Ferdinand. Ferdinand sets it up. Pass jump there by Sisk. Sisk knocks it down for Leclaire. Leclaire now. Moose have to be careful now. They don't get too excited here and get themselves caught up ice. That's Bowles. Bowles throws it to Buchanan. LeBlanc and Bowles come together. LeBlanc tries to kick it. There's Buchanan now right in front of us. Buchanan looking. Buchanan still has it, circling, tried to tuck it in on that short side, and away goes LeBlanc. LeBlanc's got Leclaire with him. Nice play there by the Blues to strip LeBlanc of the puck at the red line. That's Bowles. Bowles. There's Larson now. Larson. He goes cross ice. That's White. White shot deflected and steered away by Sisk. Holohan now looking behind the net. He gets it to Larson. Larson back to Buchanan. Buchanan to Walker. Walker's shot. Nice job there by Noel to get himself out to the top of the blue paint and take that one in the logo. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third period. Looks like about a minute left in the penalty to Carroll, who went off on the slashing call. Face-off won there by Hashi. Gets it down into Blues territory. Yerxa now. Yerxa's pass is intercepted by Hashi. Yerxa stepped on the puck and went down. Hashi takes possession. Here's Hashi. Hashi still has it. He's stripped of the puck though, and away comes the Blues. That's going to be an offside, as Kirkpatrick was in offside, trying to gather up that pass from Yerxa. 4:29 left to play in the third. Blues with a 4-3 edge over the Moose. Moose on the penalty kill here for the next, looks like, again, can't see, looks like about a 52 seconds perhaps. Godfrey's throws it into Blues territory, and away come the Blues. Nice save there by Noel as McDonald danced right down the slot area between the two Moose defenders. Got himself a good scoring chance. Trask sends his man down. Here's Walker, walks out. And that's turned away by Noel. Walker now. Walker on the stick here of Yerxa. Yerxa trying to find a pass. Yerxa. Teams are back at even strength. Big penalty kill there for the Moose. Carroll flips it into the neutral zone. Trask now. Trask steps away from the stick of Goodine. Here comes Felix Hashi. Felix Hashi to Garland Manderville. Garland Manderville down the left side. Manderville with some speed, circling, trying to find someone. He's stripped of the puck though by Walker, and away come the Blues. That's Goodine. Goodine spins away, throws it back to McDonald. McDonald. That's high off the glass, out into the neutral zone. Godfrey banks that one to Matthew Driscoll. Driscoll back to Trask. Trask up ice, tried to hit Manderville, that didn't connect. Now Manderville has possession. Manderville in pursuit, rimmed all the way around to the far side, and away comes a big collision over there between the linesman and Biding. And the Blues will just send it into Moose territory, off on a change. Landry. There's Josh Stewart, puts it on the stick of Driscoll. Driscoll to, that is Jesse Travis on that far side. Travis. Here's Stewart, intercepts the clearing attempt. Still down in Blues territory. Off the glass, knocked down there by Sisk. However, away comes. Nice back check there by Sisk to lift the stick of Ferdinand. Landry intercepts that, ends up in the slot, backhand, fired. Nice save by Noel as Ferdinand was in tight. And Ferdinand backhanded that one into Noel, who was high in his crease. One minute and 57 seconds left in the third period. Blues holding on to a 4-3 lead here over the U15 Major Moose. Face-off is going to come up right in front of us here. To the glove side of goalie Noel. Moose will look to get possession and hopefully head upstream and get goalie Noel to the bench for the extra attacker. Both coaches giving their team some final instructions here before the last stretch of this hockey game. Of course, the Moose will be back in action at 5 o'clock today when they'll take on the Port City Sharks. So we've got a big face-off coming here. Felix Hashi to take the draw. He's got Manderville and LeBlanc on his wings, controlled by Hashi. Landry throws that around to the far side, and it's bumped into the neutral zone. Fanned on though, and here comes Mathis LeBlanc. Mathis LeBlanc down the left side. Away goes Noel, he heads to the bench. Shot doesn't make it through. Manderville throws it in the slot. Puck ends up in the Blues bench. So the Moose with an extra attacker out there now. Up front they've got Josh Stewart, Felix Hashi, Jarlin Manderville, and Mathis LeBlanc, Hudson Sisk, and Gavin Trask on the blue line. 35 seconds left to play here in the third period. Moose down by a goal. Here's Trask. Trask fans on it at the blue line, and away goes. And that goal will count as Trask tried to make a move at the blue line, lost possession, and Kirkpatrick went in all alone and put it in the empty net. That will put the Blues out to a 5-3 lead now. The Moose will send Noel back into his net. Can't tell whether it's a minute and 20 left or just 23 seconds left, but we'll see here shortly. Here's Sisk now. Off to the bench again is Noel. Looks like it might be a minute and 17 left. Moose will have extra attacker still on here. Face off. One back to Sisk. Sisk, shot. Laying there, the Moose can't gather that rebound in. Walker now. Walker with possession in behind his own net. So now we're into the final minute. Sorry, couldn't get a good look at the clock before. So we're into the final minute here. Moose down by a pair. Net is empty. Extra attacker on. Here's Loic Landry. Fires. Just misses the blocker side. Battle down there in the far corner. That's Felix Hashi. He's pressuring Walker. Walker rims it all the way around, and it will not go for an icing, though, as it rolls back out here, and Sisk picks up the rolling puck. Sisk sidesteps Ferdinand. Sisk still has it on his stick. Sisk met there by Ferdinand at the blue line, and that will go for an offside. Now we are down to 11 seconds left. Moose down by a pair of goals, as the Blues struck for an empty netter here to open up the 2-goal cushion. Face off just outside the Blues blue line. Manderville wins it ahead. Loic Landry gets a lag on that one as it was headed toward the Moose goal. Godfrey back first to it. And that will do it as the horn goes. So the Moose with 2 losses to open up this jamboree. 2 well-played games, however, as they dropped last night a 3-2 decision in overtime. Today falling 5-3 to the Fredericton Blues here. Blues scoring an empty net marker in the final minute and a half. So the Moose will return to action at 5 o'clock. 2 games left in this jamboree weekend. They'll play the Sharks tonight at 5 o'clock. And then their final matchup of the weekend will be against the KV Kings tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So we'll be back on air this afternoon at 5 o'clock here from the W.C. O'Neill Arena in St. Andrews. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Hope to have you back enjoying the action this evening.